You're watching WTHR, Channel 13, Indianapolis. Live from Indiana's news channel with news for Indianapolis, Muncie, Greensburg, and all of central Indiana. This is News Channel 13 tonight.
Is he underneath us?
Yeah.
Is anybody in there? Oh, that sky looks beautiful.
Stories of survival and heroism emerged from the wreck that is Los Angeles tonight. At 6.6 on the Richter scale, this quake was not the big one, but the damage is enormous.
Sure is. Aftershocks rattle the City of Angels every few minutes. The 6.6 quake hit at 4:31 a.m. Los Angeles time. The epicenter was in the San Fernando Valley. President Clinton has signed a disaster declaration. The death toll of 27 is expected to rise. The L.A. water supply is threatened. 5 freeways shut down. Gas, electric, and telephone services affected. The damage toll is $500 million and rising. We'll have more about the quake in just a moment.
But first, problems of our own with nature, the dangerous cold. Bob Gregory is here with the latest.
Tom, before we talk about our cold, some numbers in here from California, as a matter of fact. 83 degrees. We saw the shots of people in short sleeves and everything. It was 83 in Anaheim and Van Nuys today. 82 Long Beach, even the San Francisco Bay at Moffett Air Base up there. 72 equal the record high. They're going to stay in the mild category out in California for the next couple of days, too. For us, clear skies over the state now. They indicate some very frosty temperatures. As you can see from Indianapolis on up toward the northern part of the state, temperatures are already below zero. And what's going to happen is they'll continue to fall throughout the evening hours. Check this out, if you will, for wind chill temperatures. Everybody in the state well below minus 30. The chilliest spot is up in Chicago. They have a minus 44, so there is a wind chill warning in effect for tonight as well as tomorrow over the northern two-thirds of the state of Indiana. Dangerous wind chills from 35 to minus 45 degrees will be felt tonight and all day tomorrow. I'll have the rest of the weather forecast through the weekend coming up for you in just a few minutes.
And that probably means we can expect some treacherous roads in the morning.
Probably will be quite icy, yes.
All right,
Yeah.
thanks.
To wit, the snow and the extreme cold are forcing the majority of central Indiana schools to close tomorrow. Here's the first of 2 lists that we have prepared for you tonight. We'll have more of our list of closings for you in just a few minutes.
For those of us who have to be out in the deep freeze, coping is a story in itself. Kevin Rader explains.
Traffic is down to a minimum. Most heating warnings to not go outside unless you have to. That lesson was learned earlier in the day. AAA had crews combing the countryside from one cold car to another. The next car wasn't so easy. A motorist decided to let the car warm up, locked it up, and left the keys inside. No problem. But that led to another problem.
Got in. We just didn't get a started.
Once again, no problem.
Thank you, AAA.
For Jerry Broyles, it's just another day at the office.
Been cold. Non-stop? Yeah, it's been non-stop. Been running like 4 or 5 runs at a time. And
One would think the pizza delivery man would be in demand during these bone-crunching temperatures, but
what's really surprising is how many people still do carry-out. We had a lot of carry-out last night. You know, people actually willing to come down to the pizza place, pick it up. as opposed to like pay an extra 50 cents to have it delivered to their house. Now that was perplexing. I couldn't figure that one out.
You're not always safe at home. Cold winds help freeze the pipes, and the results can be disastrous. Fortunately, this plumbing problem can be fixed, but it's only the beginning.
How long do you go tonight? I'll fill the calls in, which might be 2 o'clock, might be midnight, might be 11. Just depends. If it's emergency calls and people need us, I mean, they'll have us at midnight.
The number of frozen pipe calls is expected to increase as the temps plummet. Kevin Rader, Indiana's News Channel 13.
If you think we got hit hard, check out our neighbors to the south. 16 inches of snow on the ground in Louisville, a record. 4 southern Indiana counties, Clark, Floyd, Perry, and Spencer, are under a state of emergency tonight, as is the city of Mount Vernon.
1,500 California National Guard troops are on duty in Los Angeles tonight. They're moving debris, hauling drinking water, and patrolling the streets. President Clinton has declared L.A. a major disaster area. 27 are dead, thousands are injured, and for millions, life is disrupted and still shaking. Some hospitals were damaged and had to refuse people setting up triage areas in parking lots. Thousands of people had to be treated, cuts, bruises, nerves. 2 people died in this home. This woman's daughter was one of them. An off-campus student apartment collapsed near Cal State Northridge, one of the highest casualty areas.
This is all the first floor underneath here. This is the second floor right here. Is he underneath us? Yeah. Is anybody in there?
12 people, mostly college students, died here. Fire was a special problem early. Erupting gas lines and explosions. Areas burned quickly. Firefighters in the area estimate there were between 50 and 100 major fires. There were also problems with water, broken mains, and leaking dams. Water supplies are not considered safe, and bottled water or boiling is the norm in many areas. The California governor says he hopes power can be restored to most people by tonight.
They don't have electricity, they don't have water, and they were just moving. And I just glad to be alive.
Early damage estimates are near $500 million. Aside from life, perhaps the greatest loss and future problem is the freeways, the lifeblood of Los Angeles and Southern California. So far, I-10, the Santa Monica Freeway, I-5, the Golden State, and 118, the San Fernando Valley Freeway, are damaged and shut down. On a daily basis, they carry millions of commuters. To give you an idea of how long it may take to get traffic back to normal in Los Angeles, 3 freeways were damaged by the San Francisco earthquake, and only one of them has been repaired. Tonight in L.A., many people have moved their furniture outside where they plan to spend the night. Anxiety, distress, and finally relief hit many Hoosiers tonight as they learned the fate of their loved ones who were in L.A.
Kevin Bradley has the story of some Hoosiers happy to arrive back home.
Day and an agonizing wait for Hoosiers with loved ones arriving home from earthquake-ravaged Los Angeles. Ken and Allison Parson await the arrival of Ken Jr., an architectural student in L.A.
I tried to call him, but all I could get was a busy signal, so...
Worry consumed the Parsons, but finally word of his security.
I was just real concerned for his safety, you know. That was the most important thing.
Relief hit the Royals an hour after the quake. That's when they learned of Sister Rhonda's safety.
Hoping for the best, you know, clearly hoping for the best. And I'm sort of an optimist. As long as I don't hear anything, you know, no news is good news, the way I look at it.
Announcing the arrival of Flight 7080 inbound service from Los Angeles. Passengers will...
Now the wait is over, and stories of amazement unfurl. Ken Allison's sleep was shattered at 4:31 a.m.
How was it out there? I just made it to the doorway of my bedroom and held on, and it seemed like it just wouldn't stop.
Psychologically, you just become totally shook and helpless. You just feel like the elements have got you, and there's really nothing you can do.
It rattled millions of people from their sleep around 4:30 Monday morning.
All said they viewed the destruction on television and were shocked at what they saw. The Sears won this trip to L.A., and L.A. is a place they will never return to.
Oh, I would never want to live there. It's not even that good a place to visit.
Glad to be home? Yes, sir. I thank the Lord that I'm home.
Kevin Bradley, Indiana's News Channel 13.
2 groups from Indiana are awaiting word tonight on whether they'll be needed to help out in California. Indiana's search and rescue dog team is on alert and could go to help find victims of the quake. The Allen County Emergency Response Team also on alert tonight.
Coming next tonight, another new twist in the Harding-Kerrigan case. The investigation into Harding picks up steam.
Also ahead, making sure that sledding is fun, not fatal. Important advice in tonight's Health Beat.